Hello everyone, I wanted to talk to you today about what the true gospel is. The true gospel is about the soon coming kingdom of God, a world super government that will bring peace, joy, and happiness, everything literally mankind's ever longed for. It will be a world super government governing citizens under it, enforcing God's laws and ways upon all nations that will put an end to disease and and it will be mass healing, and everyone will be living in paradise according to God's ways. So I wanted to prove to you from the Bible itself that the true gospel message is about the soon coming kingdom of God. It says, "And Jesus went about all Galilee, teaching in their synagogues, and preaching the gospel of the kingdom, healing all manner of disease among the people." Matthew 4:23. And Jesus went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues, and preaching the gospel of the kingdom, healing every sickness and disease among the people. Matthew 9:35 KJVA. Notice Mark 1:14 quote, "Now after John was put in prison, Jesus came to Galilee, preaching the gospel of the kingdom of God," end quote. That is a pretty plain, that statement is pretty plain. Jesus preached the gospel about the kingdom of God. And also this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all nations, then shall the end come. It's the gospel of the kingdom, and not the gospel about the messenger. Churches like the Catholic Church and stuff, they preach about the messenger, so that would be a false gospel. So, the gospel is to be preached, Matthew 24:14 says, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." Matthew 24:14 KJVA. The gospel will be preached in all nations. Everyone will go to, get out there to all the nations, like what Herbert W. Armstrong and some WCG offshoots are doing, preaching the true gospel of soon coming kingdom of God to all nations. And then after the work's done, then shall the end come. Paul puts a curse on anyone who preaches a false gospel. It says, "For he that cometh," God puts a curse on those who preach a false gospel. "For he that cometh preacheth another Jesus." You're not. Well, actually, this one teaches about the false gospel, like the false long-haired Jesus that many worship. It says, "For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus whom we have not preached, or if ye receive another spirit which ye have not received, or another gospel which ye have not accepted, you might well bear with them," meaning you put up with it. 2 Corinthians 11:4 KJVA. "Which is not another, but there be some that trouble you, and would pervert the gospel of Christ." Galatians 1:7. A curse on anyone who preaches another gospel. It says, but though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. As we said before, so say I now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed. Galatians 1:8-9. So anyone who preaches another gospel other than the one about the true gospel of the soon coming kingdom of God will be accursed by God. Moses and the Israelites taught about the true gospel and heard it. Have a nice day.